Hey guys, just wanted to try to do a quick, what I would call a training on a HubSpot feature. So this is going to be a part of a new series that I'm going to try to do. This is the first one of the series, and just trying to see if this is something that people like or appreciate and may actually use in their business. So HubSpot feature spotlight, I'm going to focus on associations today. You may not know what that is, but it's something that I see a lot in my consulting, and so something I wanted to help everybody understand a little bit better. So also including a new beta feature that comes along with associations. It's something for creating a new deal. You can have associations with it, but I'll show you that. Another thing is that they do have another beta feature coming, or that I'm waiting on approval to get a hold of. And once I'm in that beta, then I'll do another video and it will kind of show you a little bit more about the automations around associations that you can set up. Because right now it's pretty limited in regards to automations. But what I'm going to show you today, I'm going to show you everything there is to know about associations as they are right now, as well as reporting on those associations, everything like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to create an association. So and I've already created a couple already. So there's not really too terribly many to actually make, but I'm going to show you exactly how to make them. So what associations are, so if we look at right here, we have a company, the company association. And what we have here is the example that I have is you have a partner that refers business to you. So that is a company that refers another company to you. And then you want to actually report on how many people that person's actually referred to you. And that's actually what we're going to be working to create a report on today. So first thing we're going to look at is we're going to see that I'm going to go ahead and edit this, and so we can see that we have a referring partner, which is going to be the well, I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like. We have the referred by partner, and then we're going to see how we can actually set that up in regards to the company when we create a company. So we're going to do that in a second. So let's just say that we wanted to create another one. So we want to label this company. I mean, this wouldn't really be a use case that I would typically use, but let's go ahead and do it like a pair of labels. I'm just going to create it like how I would create the other one. So referring client. I'll just do partner. So I'm just going to recreate the other one that I just made, and I'm just going to do the referring partner one, referred by partner. So, and this will just be how we would make that. I'm not actually going to save this since I already have one made, but then we can go into this where it's going to actually go into the label limit. This is going to be where you're going to have like the many to one or one to many or many to one or many to many association. So right now, I think honestly, there should be a many to many for both. Right now, we can come back to it and do a little bit later, more on that later. But basically, if you wanted to do where many companies can have the label referred by partner, you can actually change that, and you can have it to where they can only have one association to this tag. So I'm not actually going to save that because we already have it set up right here. So let's just go through another example really quick before we get into the actual scenario. But if we wanted to set this up for contacts, one thing that I typically use this for is a contact the company association, and I set this up for champions, decision makers. And I mean, you can do employees, you can do accountants. That's just another example. This right here is what we would call a single label, and it's not one that has a pair of labels, so where it's not going to assign a value or assign an association back and forth. It's not going to be bilateral. It's going to be single label. So next thing we're going to go into is we're going to actually create a deal, or create a contact, or not a contact, but a company. So let's go ahead and create a company real quick. As you can see, I've made a couple already in this test environment. So we're going to create another test 7. So let's go ahead and create this. And we're going to go through exactly how to actually set this association up. So here, you'll see that there is no company, no deal, anything like that associated to it. So we're going to actually add these associations. And this is pretty manual, but this is how you have to do it right now. And coming soon with that new beta feature that I'm working to get a part of, that would actually include workflows, and you can have automations around that. So now we're going to go to test 1. That is going to be our referring company. So this is going to be the person that is referring, this is our partner that is referring us business. So that is what we're going to see. And if we were to go through every single one of those, we'll see that I have that set up for those as well. So we're going to go next, and we're going to add this association label. So we're adding an existing company, test one. We're adding this as our referring partner. So, and let's just do it wrong real quick. So we have test one, this is the referring partner, and test one would be referred by partner. So we don't want it set up like that, but it gives us an example of how that's actually going to see, how that's going to look, So, but what we want to do is we want test one to be the referring partner. So now we've got it set up right. And now we can see that this is a company-to-company relationship with a referring partner. So then this is going to be important when we get into the actual reporting. So now though, let's also say that we have 2 contacts associated with this. So if we select both of these contacts, I want one of them to be the decision maker, and I want the other one to be the champion. So now we can see that Brian Halligan is the champion and Maria is the decision maker. Now we can just add that, and now we can see that they are associated here. And then you could also report on this, but we're not going to do that in this example necessarily. This is just to give an example of how you can actually look at these. But the main thing is that you can see here that it clearly states exactly what they are. If you go here, it will actually show you exactly what they are. You can sort by the actual association labels here. That is another cool feature, which I'll show you that a little bit more once we go into test one. But what I want to do now is I actually want to create a deal, because we want to associate this deal with this with that referring company, so we can get reporting on how much that company. For one, we want to report on 2 things. We want to report on how many deals this company has referred to us, and how much money this company has referred to us. And that would be typically on closed won business, but you can also do it on proposed business as well. So we'll see here. This is just creating a deal. And we can also see here, this is the actual beta feature right here. So if we wanted to associate both of those records that we just had, so the Brian Halligan or actually let's do Maria first. I want to associate Maria, and I want to make her I can't remember exactly what she was, but I'm going to go ahead and do champion, and I'm going to do Brian as the decision maker. This is pretty manual if we already have it set up in the company. But again, this is something that hopefully I'll be able to go over it in the next and in a later time, to go over the actual automations around associations, because that is something that is a current locked beta feature. So we'll see how we can go from there. And now we have companies. So this is one of the limitations of this beta features. We can't actually associate 2 companies at the deal creation, but we can at least associate this one, and it goes to the primary label. One thing too that kind of off topic in a sense, but you can also add timeline activity for these contacts and the deal into the deal. So I like to always see the contacts and companies associated activities in the deal, just because it brings everything into one place. So I'm going to go ahead and create this, and now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add that other company. I'm going to add test one. I'm going to add this, and again, you'll see this is repetitive, but this is the way that you can actually get it to work. So we have a referring partner. We're going to add this to the label, the exact same thing we already did before. Now you'll see that this is referring partner. This one right here is going to show us primary, and that's important for later as well. So now we have set up our company to deal association, and what I want to show you now is I want to show you this right here. So if we go into test one, which is going to be the company, and we go through here, we can now see that test one is associated to 7 different deals. One thing though is that if we see this one right here is a deal with primary company. This is the deal that they have. So this is test one's deal, but every other deal is referred by them. So they have 6 deals that are referred by partner. And then if you also go in here, so this is the only reason it doesn't show more is just because I haven't actually gotten all of them associated to the test one, and that shouldn't actually affect our actual test. One other thing too is that actually now that I look at it, it actually gives, I want to actually add a value to this. So I'm going to add a deal amount. This will be important for when we actually make the report. So now we've actually gotten this deal created. One other thing too, I want to actually bring this to closed. So I want to do this by closed, just so we can track closed business versus in proposed business, basically. So let's go through this. Now I think we're actually ready to go ahead and create a report. We'll see. So let's go ahead and go to our dashboard and let's create a report. So I'm going to create a custom report. This is going to be custom because we are going to be using two different objects. We're going to be using companies as the main object, and then we're going to use deals. We're going to go ahead and go next, and then we're going to what we're going to do here is actually we're going to edit data sources as well. We're going to choose the association or choose association labels right here, and we're going to go to referred by partner. So this is going to only show us companies that are related to deals that have a referred by partner. So we're going to apply there. And now what we can do is we can actually go here and actually, you know what, I'm going to make this a table, and I will do count of deals, and then I'm also going to do amount. So now we can actually see that test 1 is related to 5 deals that are 5 deals right now. So for that, so what I wanted to do is we have it showing right here. We also have all these other companies that are showing, but they do not have an association, which is why they're showing 0. So if I add a quick association label, the association label. So if I add this and it is any of referred by partner, now it will only show me the ones that are referred by partner. So, and the reason it was showing 5 before is just because the HubSpot hadn't updated that the amount was there. So now we can also see that this is 10,000. So if I want to actually sum this, I can sum it. And now we can see that there's $60,000 worth of business that they've sent us. They've sent us 6 deals. And this is all from test1.com. So basically, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was something that you think you can implement into your business. And if you think this would be something that you need help with or anything like that, I mean, I'm always happy to help. Just contact me. However, either way.